I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I've never done this before, and I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. But hey guys, today I'm going to attempt to change the cover of this Bible because I don't like it and I want something prettier. So I'm gonna try a DIY. I'm also going to try to remove these tabs because I don't like them anymore as well. I recently did a video on the perfect Bible, which is this beautiful Bible. I also have a video where I put these tabs on. So I will link those videos in the description if you're interested in watching. The problem is this beautiful Bible is really heavy and it's pretty large. It doesn't look large in the video, but it's pretty big. So I kind of wanted something that I can bring to church with me, which I already have a church Bible, but I kind of wanted to try something new. And this one is more portable. I just really don't like this cover. We're going to try and do this DIY. I just hope I don't mess it up. Pray for me. Let's do it really quick before I put these purple tabs on it. When I first got this Bible, it's got this purple cover. I'm sure people like it. It's just not my taste anymore. And for me, it's just too much purple. And lately I've been really into rose gold kind of colors. And I found a pocket-sized rose gold Bible, but it's NLT. And although NLT doesn't really bother me, at the same time, I was like, why spend more money on another Bible just because you don't like the cover? I actually really do like this Bible because I really like the reference that it has. And I never really noticed that before. And I've been using it. So whenever there's a reference right there, I will go and look up this verse. And I really enjoy that. And like I said, it's a 10.5 point, which is pretty good. The one I use at church right now is like a 9 point. And it's kind of hard for me to see. This one's a little bit better on my eyes. So, in case you're wondering, no, I've never done this before. However, back in college, I did take a bookbinding class. So we actually made all of this stuff. We would glue the paper together. We would make a new cover and we would put this end paper on. It was a cool class, but that was like 20 years ago. So I really don't remember much. Also, I was trying to find what kind of paper to get. I was trying to find like a rose gold cover. I couldn't really find anything. Back in the day, I used to have to go to an actual bookbinding store in New York City where the whole store was just filled with all kinds of leather material, cloth material, and beautiful Japanese papers that you would use on the end pages. But I no longer live in New York City, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing nearby where I live. I checked Amazon, I checked all kinds of websites, and here's what I ended up just deciding to do just to make it easier. I found a stick and peel paper that people use generally on furniture and walls. And I just thought this would be like the least messiest way to do this is to just do a cover. So I would wrap the whole cover and then I would add some paper for the inside. Now I got this at Michael's. I have a huge stack of square paper. I think this is 12 by 12. And these are just, you need 2 pages, one for the front of the book, one for the back. And this was the only one that I found that I liked that also has 2. Everything else I pretty much used up. So this is what I decided to go with. I got this on Amazon. I've also got these on Amazon just for other projects. And I did find another one that I liked on Amazon, but that whole roll was 20 bucks and I just didn't want to waste $20 to do a cover because $20, that's like a whole new Bible I could have bought. I'm really trying to make this a cheap, affordable process. This was about $6, like $6 and some change. And I think that's a pretty good price. And what I like about the stick and peel is that I can change it in the future. If I get really tired of this cover, I can switch it up. And it's like having a whole new Bible. So I decided the first thing I want to do is actually remove all these tabs, which I've never done before. But someone in one of my videos commented that they cut off some tabs because the tabs were, I guess, ripping their Bible pages because they were too heavy. And so I never even thought about cutting tabs off, but we're going to attempt to do that today. And I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, but let's just do that. So once again, I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I've never done this before. And we're just going to hope that it comes out well and that I don't ruin this Bible. This is going to take quite some time to do because when I tabbed my last video, it took about an hour to add the tabs. So if you add an hour plus removing tabs and adding a cover, it's definitely going to take me quite some time. So here's the old. Okay, so the other Bible that I showed you, the rose gold Bible, I put these tabs on it. And these tabs came with, actually, it came with two different sets. It came with a black set, and it also came with this beautiful color set. I thought it was only going to come with this. So when I received two different color sets, I just thought, why not use both? So again, you could watch my other videos on that, but I ended up using this color for the Old Testament, this color for the New Testament, and I really liked the way it came out. So I'm just going to do the reverse on this one because I only have New Testament left for this one, and I only have Old Testament left for this one. So as you could see, and I think I'm going to tab at the same time as I cut off. I'm hoping it'll be faster that way. So we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do 5 tabs. You want to center it perfectly. You know what would make more sense is to go from the back, start there. Because then you would turn this way and you already have the perfect alignment. Why don't we do that? We're going to go backwards this time around. I didn't read the instructions to this, so I don't really know how you're supposed to do it. I just kind of do my own thing. Okay, so we're going to start with, okay, these tabs, they don't have maps or coordinates. They just have the names of the books. So we're going to start with Revelation. Let me tilt it. And up. So what I want to do is I want the book of Matthew to start at the top. That's how I always like to do it. And we're going to do 5 down. So 5 times 5 is 25. So that means the 25th tab will be down at the bottom. And the last 2 books are going to land at 26, 27. That means, according to my math, I do get things wrong sometimes, is that the 27th tab, which is Revelation, will be here. It's going to be the second tab. So I think this is what we're going to be doing. That means I might have to get rid of this or just leave it. I guess I'll just leave it. I don't really care. I'm not going to try to replace the tab exactly where it was because I don't like the way I did this. I want it to be in rows like I did in my other Bible. Right here, let me show you. This one is in rows. Okay, and so that's how I want to do it. And this is just a black sheet that somebody told me to try, and so I've been using it to help with the ghosting. So thank you for the tip if you're watching this. All right, we're gonna go for it. So this tab is gonna be right here. How do I do this? We're gonna grab our Revelation tab. These are paper, okay? If you want these tabs, I will link them in the description. I really love them. They are paper, but I was reading some comments in my previous video that some people had issues with these tabs, but then someone said that they think that they might have changed them because people were having issues. So I have not had issues with them, okay? I think the old ones were much thicker and heavier, so they were hurting people's, like damaging people's books. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to move backwards. Okay, next one is, I hope I don't mess this up, Jude. I kind of want to put worship music on, but I don't want it to get picked up in the video, and then they'll give me a copyright strike. I find that kind of frustrating, because this could be quite boring. In case you're wondering why I'm doing it backwards, I will tell you in a second. Is this Jude? Okay, yeah. Let's make sure. I want to make sure that none of the pages are stuck together, because I've done that before. So I just want to make sure that it's on the correct. I also like this Bible because it's got all the verses are on the left. I think they call that verse by verse. I'm learning a lot about Bibles lately. I also don't like how this is not perfectly aligned, so I'm going to fix it. We're going to fix it, and see, they're super easy to fix, which is really cool. Other tabs that I've had, you would not be able to do that. Yeah, it's got to be more down. And I've actually damaged other Bibles when I made mistakes. But that was with different tabs, so these are different. All right, so we're just going to go back. So this one is, what about that? Oh, this one has John 1 through 3 as one tab. That's interesting. All right, so we're just going to do this. My new tabs don't do that. They are, you get a tab for every book. So we're just going to do, we're going backwards, okay? So we're going to start at the bottom. And I'm only going to do the first 5, and then I'm going to skip over, okay? So you don't have to watch the whole thing. This is for anyone who wants to see how I'm doing this. I'll try to add chapters as well. So this is John 3. Now we're going to do John 2. John 3 and John 2 are on the same page, so I'm just going to put them right there, right next to them, okay? That's how we're doing it. You don't have to follow what I'm doing, because maybe I'm not doing it the right way. All right. We're going to do one more, which is going to be this one. See, it's already ripped. You see that? I think this is what people were saying. They were having issues like this with their tabs. So let's see if we got lucky. We got lucky because we're gonna be able to fix that with the new tab. See? But you could also use washi tape or clear tape to fix that if you've done that. So we're gonna do that. The black already looks so good. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's my opinion. Look how good. That looks so good already compared to this. I don't know if you could see, because I don't even see what I'm doing. I think you could still see. Yeah. That looks so much better. And look how that's going to look with the black. I mean, you're not going to see the cover once it's open, obviously. So now we're going to just repeat. We're going to keep going up and up and up until it's done. I actually have different tabs I can replace these with. The reason I was doing it backwards is because I just think I won't have to use this anymore. I'm just going to use this. Okay, so now we're on Peter. And Peter is going to go up here because we're going up. And I'm just going to line Peter up with Revelation. Okay, it's a little off, but basically that was the whole point. It aligns much better, so I'm just going to do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to fast forward to the very end. All right, we're done. Wasn't that quick? That was so quick. But actually, in reality, it really was like really quick. It felt like 15 minutes, but I will let you know on the screen how long it actually was. Wow. I just feel like it looks so much better. It's just so much classier. Okay, now we're going to do, that's why it was so quick, because it was the New Testament. Now we're going to move on to the Old Testament. I already finished all of my black tabs. Now we're going to move to these. This one has more. So this one should have, I believe, 39 tabs. And this one was 27. So a little bit more, but we'll see how long this takes. So I'm just gonna, okay, so according to my calculation, I want Genesis to start at the top. So since we're going backwards, okay, there should be 39 tabs for the Old Testament. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 5, this is 20. And this is 20 minus 1. So that's 39 tabs. Oh, I could use these for the end as well. Yes. Okay, we have 39 tabs. So we're going to have 7 rows of 5. 7 times 5 is 35. So tab number 35, if it starts here, this is going to be 35 at the very bottom. So then we're going to have 36, 37, 38, 39. So we're going to start here in the Old Testament. Okay, so we're going to start here and go till we're done. Oh my gosh, I'm finished. And it looks amazing. It's not perfect, but wow. Like, I'm already in love with this Bible. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Oh, and it feels so nice to do this. Okay, so I absolutely love it. What do you guys think? For those of you who don't understand why somebody would do this, I just want to say that I have a video I made a video on why Christians need to read their Bibles, okay? It's super, super, super duper important. And I think that it's a big struggle for a lot of Christians to read their Bibles. And for some of us who are creative, especially women, I think, because men usually go for like brown or black Bibles. They like things very masculine and plain. But for us creative women, we just want a beautiful Bible that when you see it, you just want to grab it and read it. And when we see like an ugly, basic Bible, it just makes us not want to read it. And I just think because reading the Bible is so, so, so important, do whatever you have to do to make yourself want to read it. So if that means get a new Bible that's pretty, then do that. If that means add beautiful tabs, do that. These were $10 and you get 2 sets. If you need to put a new cover on your Bible, then do that. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself want to pick this up. Okay, that I just think it's so important. And I will link that video in the description in case you haven't seen it. So we're done with the tabs. Now we're going to do the cover, but I think I'm going to split it into 2 different videos. So to see the final result, you'll have to wait for the next video. And I'll link it in the description once it's up in case you're watching this in the future. But I'm going to show you at least what my cover is going to be, okay? This is going to be my cover. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that combination. I just think it's beautiful. And then this is going to be the inside. I think it's going to be beautiful, but we'll see if I can make it without destroying anything. So stay tuned for the next video. And thank you so much for watching. And in case you want to see a full depth of how I put these tabs on, I already did a video where I put these on a different Bible, so you can check that out. I'll link that in the description. If you want to buy these tabs, I'll link that in the description. That was actually a lot easier than I expected. The time kind of flew by. I think it took me like an hour, but it really didn't feel like it. It felt like 30 minutes. It went really fast. And also, I managed to get my math right because Genesis starts at the top, and so does the New Testament, as you could see. So make sure whatever tabs you use, if you ever decide to do this, count your tabs before you put it on. As you saw, these old tabs had 3 books in one. You don't want to mess that up if you want to land specifically where you want to land. And if you plan on doing it backwards like I did. I did it completely backwards. As you could see, it turned out okay, pretty good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the cover. Bye.